You're right, we're coming over here. So smart. We're loading up this stuff right here. It looks like scaffolding. Does it say how heavy this stuff is? Oh, I think I'm right. We're loading up this.
45,500.
How accurate we are with that. I don't get shit in my tires.
All right, check it out. We're all loaded up. This is gonna be a crazy load here. So the way I think about all this is they don't actually have these are just kind of bound with this cheap plastic crap. So I'm gonna run 2 straps over it and then 2 straps over the stuff on top and kind of do that kind of thing, you know? And then this here, you can't really do anything about those. Those are in a cage, so I feel better about those. Those are a little sketchy, so I put 2 straps on that. Same thing back here. So we got this in this cage, but we got some of, uh-oh, did it come undone? We got some of those in that. So I'm gonna throw 1 strap over there to hopefully keep that stuff in. And then we're just gonna put 2 straps on each of the pipes. This is supposed to be 45,000 pounds of some type of scaffolding. I hope it's loaded right because it's like a 12-mile drive just to get into this facility off of a road that's kind of a dead road anyways. So let me show you guys this too. I got one of these installed. As you can see, I've got one installed here, but I don't like the way it's sticking out, so I'm going to flip that bracket around and kind of tuck it in the way I did this one. And you can see it color changes, so yellow is perfect. You want these lines to line up, and that tells you that's 110 psi. Red is obviously too much air pressure, and then I think the other color is black, meaning there isn't enough air pressure, which, as you can see, this is kind of yellow and black. So these 2 tires need some air, and then I'll work on the rest. I think what I'll do on the back, on the trailer, I apologize if it's windy. I don't have my windsock on. I'll just get 4 more trailer lug nuts, and then I'll slip the collar on here, and then I'll put 1 more lug nut on top of that, and that'll hold that in there. So anyways, let me finish strapping this down, and we'll hit the road. I can't believe we just used 23 straps on this load. So, according to their map, they've got a scale toward the front of the entrance. So after I showed you guys what we had, the supervisor came by and he's like, "Oh, he forgot to put some stuff on you." So now the top deck is full too. It's got 2 big bundles of plywood. Man, I really hope we're not overweight on anything. I wish I could rely on those weight scale things. It's a shame. I don't know if those things are going to work out. I haven't had a chance to contact the company. I bet we have to give these passes back when we leave, huh?
Yeah.
What happened to my driver's license? Oh, you stuck it back in here?
Yeah, because you threw it on the floor.
Oh, so, see what we got left. I don't know what this thing is doing. Quit being stupid, phone. Oh, this will tell me. No, it won't. Yeah, well, that should tell me. What do I have left on my clock, you stupid thing? Connect to a Bluetooth enabled device, open the Garmin eLog app. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally connected to a Bluetooth device and I'm in the app. Maybe I'll close this app out. Is it the GPS being stupid? Because I'll unplug that right now. Oh my God, it's always something, man. So after I talked all big and good about this ELD, we're getting some type of an error. It says missing required data elements, and then it gives you like 5 different steps. Check vehicle diagnostic port connection, verify the adapter is firmly plugged in, check the Bluetooth settings on your device and verify your device and the adapter are connected, which it is. Check your GPS settings on your device and verify your device allows location, which I did. Review all affected driver logs for missing or incorrect data. I have no idea. Oh, I can see my clock like that. We've got 6 hours and 14 minutes left. There it goes. It finally updated on here. All right, let's go. Find the scale, and the closest scale was, what did I say, 136 miles away? I don't know what to do. I guess we just gotta send it and hope that they're not lying about the weight. The big thing I'm worried about is the wood that they added to us there at the end. So I don't know. We'll see you tonight when we stop, or I get arrested and Lita gets arrested. Fat Butt gets arrested. It'll be Fat Butt's fault. All right, so we called Roadmasters. They basically give you two options. They can send out a mechanic, or they can tow you up to 50 miles for free. I think they said that I'm responsible to pay them for like drive shaft removal and stuff like that, which seems ridiculous to me because that's part of getting towed. So we're about 90 miles south of Gallup on the 191. Oh, here's another thing. They will not tow you to a repair shop that's closed. They will only tow you to a place that's open. If you want to get towed to a place that's closed, they send you a waiver to sign, and then they only pay up to $100 of the tow for whatever reason. So I called around. There's a place in Gallup, New Mexico, which is, like I said, about 90 miles from here. I asked him how much he would charge me to tow my truck to his shop. He says around $1,200 or $1,300. So what I told Roadmasters, because they can't tell you anything. They can't tell you any repair shops near you. They can't give you suggestions about anything. I'm like, look, dude, I hardly have any service. We're literally out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, he's like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. So we barely have any service. I was able to get on and get the information from him. So he's calling that shop because he's like, because I asked the guy, I'm like, look, this company said they won't tow me to a place that's closed. He said, we're open 24 hours. So I told them that's where I want to go. And then the guy's like, oh, it looks like they're closed at 6. I'm like, no, they told me they're open 24 hours. So they're calling him to verify it. It's either a bad sensor or an oil pump shaft. I don't know which would be. I mean, obviously the sensor would be best case scenario, but like when we pulled over on the side of the road, we were blocking like a road here and a UPS truck was trying to get out. So I had to start the truck up and crawl forward a couple of feet, and the oil pressure was only showing 9 pounds. So usually an oil pressure sensor is either all or nothing. So I don't think it's an oil pressure sensor. I think it's a oil pump shaft. So bummer. I don't know, just waiting on the call back now. Keep you guys updated. All right, so I just got off the phone with Roadside Masters, and he's like, all the vendors around you are charging too much for a tow. He says the cheapest one is the place where you want to take the truck to. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? He's like, well, they're not on our vendors list. I'm like, so he's like, so we have to run it through our vendors list. And I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? He's like, well, I have to call you back in about 3 minutes. I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't care what they charge you. I already paid you your money. Why are you worried about that? So, not looking good so far, Roadside Masters. All right, quick update. So the place that we were going to take the truck to has tow trucks, but all of his tow trucks are tied up. Roadmasters ended up calling this guy to see, you know, how late they're open, yada, yada, yada. And the guy that owns this company, RG Truck Service, said this guy from Roadmasters called him and was super rude with him. Basically hung up on him and told him, I'll find somebody else to do it then. So I apologize for that. But since he's tied up and can't do anything, there's another tow company that what they're going to do is it's $350 to hook up. Then it's $8 a load a mile, which ends up being $1,070. Which if I would have went through RG Truck Service, they were going to be about $1,200, and then the other my Roadside Masters was going to pay up to $150. So that would have brought it down to $1,050. So this company is going to do
like I said, $350 a loaded mile, or $350 hookup, and then $8 a loaded mile, which should be about $1,070. Plus Roadside Masters is gonna kick me a check back for $150. So it's a little cheaper this way. So let's see, I'm kind of pissed off right now, so I can't really figure out the math. So it's gonna cost me $920 to get it towed there, plus depending on what's wrong with the truck. So we got to get our triangles out because we've been on the side of the road for more than 15 minutes, and we'll see what happens. All right, he just called me. He's about an hour away. It's 7 o'clock at night now. What I was thinking about was, since we have that air leak, I don't know what he's gonna do about like pulling the truck and the trailer if my tanks are out of air. So I have no idea what to do there. Obviously can't start the truck up and run the air compressor on the truck. So I don't know if tow trucks have a way that they can hook the airlines to the trailer or not. I have no idea. This will be the first. What sucks is it's super dark outside, obviously, so I won't be able to show you guys a lot of stuff. I don't know. We'll have to get a hotel room tonight. They can accept fat butts. Oh, that's another thing. It's like, are we going to be riding in the truck while he's towing it? And if so, I mean, that would be fine. But like, if we have to ride in the tow truck, what do we do about our dog? Where you at back there?
Sleeping.
So, I don't know. I hope it's something simple. I don't know if Roadmasters is worth it, honestly, if they're only going to pay $150.
What's the 500 for?
The year.
Of what, though? Of what?
You can have a tow or a mechanic sent. So they would have sent the mechanic for free, but if, honestly, maybe that's what we should have done looking back on it, now that I know they were only going to spend $150. They could have sent a mechanic out here. Well, I don't know, like the place said that I called, he's like, look, I would probably do the tow, because if the mechanic comes out there and doesn't have the part, then he's got to run and get the part, and that's added time, and if it doesn't fix it, then you... But honestly, if they would have sent a mechanic out here with an oil pressure sensor, change the oil pressure sensor, they pay for the labor, or they pay for the mechanic to come out, and then you're responsible for the labors and parts. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys know.
I don't think they would have been able to find an oil pressure sensor for this truck.
I'm sure they're all the same.
That's not what I read.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, the tow truck just got here, so doesn't look like one of those big giant tow trucks. I wonder if he's gonna have us disconnect from the trailer. That's not what we discussed. I don't know. There he is. I think he's got 3 axles on there. Don't run over my triangle. Alright, we're gonna go down the road a little bit, and he's gonna disconnect the drive shaft. Alright, so we're hooked up to the truck now. I don't know what you guys are gonna be able to see, but we're parked in a pretty muddy spot, so he wants to pull down to this this little bit of an opening down the road a little bit, and then he's gonna disconnect the drive shaft, and then we'll continue on our journey. Right? I got my $700 hat on. It's fixing to be a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Why did Chris Anderson tell us to buy this? Ooh, I'm gonna record this. This is kind of freaky. Holy smokes.
Oh my God, I can't
This is scary as hell. Holy smokes. That's us clanging around. So there's this metal thing that he lifts up and it kind of grips the front, but then he just took a chain around it and kind of chained up the front end a little bit. This is yeah, so see, you can hear the transmission still spinning. They say not to do this. They say don't let a tow truck driver pull you until they disconnect the drive shaft. But he's saying it's just gonna be like a mile or so down the road. Hopefully he knows what he's doing and we're not cooking through our transmission right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
This feels weird. This is what it'd be like to drive one of those electric trucks. And you just kind of, oh my God.
I can't see a trailer.
Yeah. It's back there somewhere. Oh my goodness. This is spooky, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Holy smokes. We never even made it to a weigh station, so I have no idea what we weigh.
I can't see anything. Are you okay, Fat
Dude,
Bus?
he's got those little bitty binders like we use, holding this truck.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, wonder how fast we're going. We're probably doing 30 at least. Maybe more. Oh, this is every bit of like 45, 50 right here. Like if this thing comes off, I don't know what we would do. I think our front end, I think our tire's about two feet off the ground. So it dang sure be a slam down. And then I'd want to probably grab the wheel and try to keep it straight. But we wouldn't have any brakes. So what he did as far as for the air is he disconnected something down by the tanks. And he's got an air hose that he runs back and then hooks into. Holy smokes, man. I tried to grab the wheel and steer. Woo! I'm glad I'm getting our facial reaction on this. I guess this is a flatter spot. All right, I'm gonna go help him out. Well, here we are. I don't know how much you guys can see. We got the truck dropped off. We got the trailer back there somewhere. Lita's walking the dog, so I got a bill to pay now. Let me go take care of this. I'll show you guys what's up.